you being goofy? Sit. Sit. Oh, yes, look at the good girl. Can you go down? Down. I don't like listening to you. What? Are you a good girl? Hey guys, just here for another video, and today I'm trying to get my garage ready to go for starting up other things other than electrical, including my own electrical. So, but my first things first is I tried installing a fancy thermostat on my garage for my garage heater that I had kicking around. So it's a Honeywell, but it's for Radio Raw 2, so it'll connect to my in-house lighting controls. However, mind the mess, these heaters do not have a 14 volt source, or 24 volt source, sorry. So I have picked up a transformer that I can install inside the unit itself, so that I can then take 24 volts to be able to power this stat, which will give me the ability to then control this on my app and make sure that my garage stays nice and warm. Also can have its smart go up and down. Can have the thermostat smart go up and down, because these garages cool off really fast, especially in Alberta. So it'll give me the ability to turn the heat on in the morning before you come out in the garage, and then let it ramp back down and only be at like 5 degrees Celsius during the day or when you're not in here. So anyways, I'm going to clean up some of the mess, and then I'm going to install that. Got a spot cleared out now, ladder set up. Now I just gotta take these 6 bolts out, and then that'll give me access to the inside where it's hooked up electrically. Now make sure when you're working on stuff that you disconnect the power beforehand. You don't want to get shocked, and this is just entertainment, not actual advice. So now I got the cover off, and I was starting to look, and it's just a normal control board. I don't know if you can read that or not. However, I've got a C wire here and a Y not being used, but I believe 24 volt coming off of there would be running on which I've got a 120 to 24 volt transformer there. It looks like it would be powering up that board. So what I should be able to do is just splice and use another one of these blade connectors and come off of the C, and that should give me power to my thermostat, and I don't need the transformer that I bought, and that simplifies my life a little bit. And it actually looks like I can even hook it right up to here and use that as C instead of W2 or W1, because I don't need a W wire. I think I need. But I will dig into this a little more, and it might have just saved me a lot of time. So I turned on you can hear the fan is running on it. So I turned it on. I got my meter here. I won't be able to do this with one hand on the camera and one on everything else. So I shut off the gas switch, that way it doesn't turn on. You just gotta be careful when you're touching stuff inside here. But, so my terminal's there on the top, between the R and the C, I have 24 volt, or 26 volts, which is more than enough to run a thermostat, which means I can just hook up to that instead of needing to run an additional transformer in here. So it's saved me a lot of time in order to get this wired up. Then I just have to add it to my lighting controls, which is a bigger pain. Will probably take me longer than doing this, which is really nice. So now what I've done, I made a black wire right here. I just had a couple of crimps laying around, so I just made a jumper there. So now I'll just attach this guy to there, and I'll do my termination in the thermostat, which I'll show you in a minute. And then that should give me my 24 volts to my thermostat. So now I've got everything hooked up. Now it should just be a matter of putting you back on, clicking that back together. Is that on? Looks like the wires are sticking out too far. Okay, is that? Hopefully that's going to connect. Okay, well let's try it out and see what happens. Come over here, we'll hit the switch. Turn power onto the unit. It turned off, it has not turned on. But I have power to my stat. So next, we'll leave that as thermostat for now. Programmable, yes. Do I want Fahrenheit? No, let's go Celsius. Use outdoor temp. Oh. Wired Ethernet. Action. Heat pump, radiant, other. Yeah, it's a forced air. One stage. Oh, back. Cooling. We have 0 cooling. 1 stage of heat. Fan control equipment controls fan. T-stat. I think we can set. Oh no, let's go back. That doesn't matter. Heat cycles per hour. 5 should be lots. Extended fan run time and heat. Shouldn't matter. Yeah, 4 periods a day. Adaptive recovery. Maximum set point. That doesn't need to be that high. 26 is lots. Keypad lockout unlocked. Wired sensor. Oh. No wired sensors. There's no filter on it. No humidifier. So dehumidifier. No dehumidifier, ventilation type. There's no ventilation. Number of UV devices. Backlighting on demand. 12-hour. I don't know if it's on or not. Indoor temperature offset. That'll all change when I sign into that. You want to exit? Yes. I can, yes. Now I can put in my password properly. I can register that later. And it appears, what is, okay. I can set that in a minute. It also should give me my outdoor temperature on it as well. So it just fired up. So then if I go system, shut the heat off, it shut off the heat. And then fan, we've got it on auto. What is the, oh. So yeah, so I've got this set up now. System, we can turn the heat back on, and then let's turn this back down to a reasonable temperature right now. Shut that down to 6, and we'll go permanent hold for now. Yeah, so that's all set up now. So we got that all fixed. It's all good to go. Now I've got now I just have to do the programming side on the Radio Raw 2 software, which is not as easy, but that is fairly simple for me to do now. But now I have heat in my garage again, which is nice, because as you can see we still have snow on the ground, which means it gets cold. I think next week is supposed to be minus 20 again. But the whole reason for changing it is this stat, for some reason, has issues. It'll connect or stop connecting. Even though the batteries are charged, it'll stop connecting. And then the screen will just go blank. And then it'll turn that on wild. So all of a sudden you'll come in here and it's plus 30, plus 40 in here. Because the heater hasn't shut off in like, who knows, hour, 2 hours just running straight, which is not good. I would much rather just have it work proper, which it should by having this new stat on, which is really nice. So yeah, I'm going to jam that cover back on, and this will be done.